Yeah, I it's funny. Hi everybody.
Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to everybody. This is Sunday Connections, and this right here is SunPsychic Jean.
Hi everybody.
Welcome, my friend.
Thanks for having me, Kelly. You're so sweet to invite me back.
I love having you here. And I appreciate you spending this day with us. It is Father's Day, and so I'm sure that you may have other things to do, but we appreciate you spending some time with us. I was telling Jean backstage that I watched her on Heart and Soul Connected, and that I just thought that the green color that she was wearing looked so pretty on her. And then she said that it's not really green, but it looks green. So I was like, okay. And then what do I choose to wear? Red. So now we look like Christmas.
M&Ms.
Right, M&Ms. I love M&Ms.
You go Christmas, I go M&Ms. This is like a sea aqua, like an aqua or a turquoise, and it
Right,
looks totally green on
I
it.
love it.
I
Hello to
tried.
everyone.
Just imagine, just squint your eyes and you'll see the aqua.
There you go. There you go. I love it. I want to say hi to everyone in the chat. Lots of people are here. This is wonderful. Scott's here. Hi, Scott.
Hi Scott, how
Happy
are you?
Sunday. Happy Father's Day, Scott.
Yes, happy Father's Day.
Hello, Kristen Louise. How is your mom doing now that she's back home? Hope she's well. Hypnocity is in the house. Sharon Sipe is here on a banana. Mama Bear. Nancy Riker. Vivian is in the house. Hello, Vivian.
Hi Vivian, Sharon Sipe, Anna Banana. Hi everybody, welcome.
You are most welcome. Absolutely. So Jean said to me, "What are we going to do today?" And I'm like, I don't
I
know.
said, what would you like to do?
What would we
What?
like to do?
Yeah.
Oh, good, Kristen. Yeah, Kristen's had a bit of a rough go with her mom as of late. Her mom was in the hospital, so now she's back home. So this is wonderful news, and we're happy to hear that. So, you know what I think we should do, Jean? Let's just have a chat for a minute about Father's Day. And the reason why I say that, I don't know why, this just literally popped into my mind. You know, lots of people in this community have lost important people to them, you know, probably dads or grandpas or uncles. And, you know, I was thinking about my dad this morning, and often on like Mother's Day or Father's Day, I will think to myself, you know what, if your mom or your dad is alive, you know, go give them an extra hug for me, right? Because I can't do that. My mom always used to say that Mother's Day should have been every day. There should have been no like specific, you know, one set day, because Mom's Day should be everyone's day. And so I just thought to myself, because it's Father's Day, and whether your dad is here or whether you have, you know, bad sort of relationship with your dad or a stepdad or anything like that, I want to see if we can sort of like tap into an energy of like that dad sort of
Archetype.
yeah, thank you, that's the word I was looking for, just for a minute. So I'm going to pull a card, and I don't know if you can, you know, like what is a message from the guides that they want us to know just overall about dads. And I'm going to pull a card, and then we'll get started. So if you all have any questions, if anyone would like to know anything, if anyone's got any burning things happening that they need to know, please do put it in the chat, and I will do my best to
Would you be open to goddess cards
yes,
and ascended master cards
absolutely.
and doing readings on something like that? And
Whatever anybody wants, I'm open to.
I did, during my meditation this morning, I did receive a message from the divine masculine, which was to be tolerant with the imbalance that we see in this world,
Yeah.
and to give grace, to have grace for those who are struggling with their balance, and to have faith that balance will be restored, and that trying to think of what that other message was this morning. Oh, we're all going through a transition. We're all transitioning. The human collective is transitioning to a higher frequency, vibration, or density. We are evolving. The human collective is evolving. And the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine is what is going to help us and aid us in doing this. Um, this was just the meditation results that I received this morning in my meditation. But when you asked me to call on the archetype of the divine masculine, they're asking us to have grace and to tolerance, and send them love, support. And it's very important not to condemn, not to point the finger, not to judge. This lowers our frequency when we do this, when we point the finger and condemn others. And it's important for us to send them love and light and tolerance and compassion. And these virtues are what will help raise all of the collective, human collective. Sort of like uh, when the when the bay rises, all the boats rise together. I don't know what that. I got to find out what that saying is, because it means so much. When when the tide comes in, all boats rise together. So we need to be a collective, band our arms together, elbow by elbow, and raise everybody up with us.
I love
Sorry.
that. Don't be sorry. That was lovely. Um, you know, my father was a really like compared so my mom was a completely different person than my dad, a completely different personality type. My dad was very encouraging. My mom would have said he was irresponsible. I say he was encouraging. Absolutely, Scott. No pressure, Gene. Scott's got a question for us. So my father was really, really encouraging. And I used to say all the time, like my mom would have said he was being irresponsible by encouraging me, right? With like the craziest harebrained schemes. Like if I said I wanted to open a bobby pin factory, my dad would have been like, you can do it. My mom would have said like, what about this? What about that? What about, you know what I mean? And so I pulled this card, and while you were sharing your message that you got in meditation this morning, I'm reading this card and I'm thinking like, maybe this was my dad speaking to me. So I want to share this with you. It's a postcard from Spirit. Leafy Bits, hello. Thank you for being here. And Leafy Bits says, a rising tide lifts all boats. Is that
Thank you, Liffy Bits. Thank you. You saved me. You knew what I was talking about. A
right?
rising tide lifts all boats. I'll have to remember
I
that.
love that. So this is the card that I pulled. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings for today. It is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you. And you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. We love you. We love your courage, and we want you to embrace it. And I think it's super interesting that I pulled that, because this past supermoon that we just had was the moon in Sagittarius. And that moon was highlighting the answers, the wisdom, and the knowledge that we already have within us, and asking us to sort of like draw upon that and bring that out of us.
Wow.
And was also possibly going to be bringing out this feeling of spontaneity and freedom. So like letting your hair down and just going for it, like not really thinking about it and just going for it in terms of wanting to have a little more fun. And so I think that card is super interesting. So we've got some lovely questions here. We're going to just let me go back up here and make sure that I didn't miss anybody, because I do it all the time.
Yeah, we can do questions from our loved ones who have transitioned, pets who have transitioned, spirit guides, and yeah. Okay, wow, we're doing Scott right out of the box.
Right out of the box.
I love the name Ralph too. That's a great name. I'm gonna show you this. It's I don't know. It's not a dodecahedron, and it's not. I don't know what type of a shape it has. The 5 side, and for some reason, and this is actually a labradorite, but it's very dark. It doesn't have very much flash in it, but it's neat the way it's faceted like that.
I love that.
Actually, it's 6-sided, so it's a hexagon.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna mute myself, Jean. Will because I gotta dig out my own cards here, so I'm gonna mute myself so I don't make any crashes and bangs.
Sure. I'll tap in. Yeah, I will. Grandfather Ralph for Scott. Okay, Grandfather Ralph for Scott. So I'm getting a little bit, and let me just start saying what I'm seeing. He seems to be, that I have the spirit guides or our loved ones in in like a stadium seating, and he seems to be pretty high up. So I'm not sure if he was like the patriarch of the family, and that there's many family members below him, and have that he was responsible for bringing into this world. There's a lot of generations after him. He seems to be pretty high up in my stadium. He seems to have a voice of reason. This is I'm thinking that maybe this is where you get this resonance in your voice, Scott, where you have a directness and like a voice of reason. You have a reasonability, a reasonality, a reason. You're able to reason with others. You're able to be the voice of reason and to console and to counsel others. He's telling me that he was this voice of reason, and that this is what you get from him. It's a trait that he says is this is where you get it from. He gets that from me. Is that what he's saying? What else, Ralph? Lots of love, lots of blessings, lots of honor, respect, proud. He's hard. He's sorry that if he was sort of like strict. He seems to be very strict, not very flexible, and he had a lot of responsibility on his shoulders and expected everybody to fall in line. I don't know if he was military. I knew you were, Scott, but he said fall in line. He wanted all the family members to fall in line and expected only the best, only the best behavior out of everybody, only perform their best, only give their best. He really had high expectations, and he feels as though that this was important for him to carry out the responsibilities he had. But at the same respect, he understands that he may have missed out with the silly moments, with the funny moments, with the relaxing moments, with the spilled milk moments, and just laughing about it. And or if you fall into the mud, instead of crying in the mud and saying I'm all muddy, just roll around in it. Like he said he realizes he missed out on this type of fun because he had so much responsibility or so much on his shoulders, that he was very strict and was very by the book and diligent on producing, performing, behaving, very diligent. And he didn't mean to be all of this way. He thought that this was his way of showing you love. And I'm just going to pause and see what Scott is saying.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to take it. I was going to read it to you. So Scott says Ralph was a farmer his whole life. He was the neighborhood grandpa, which is just lovely. He was calm, hardworking, and didn't fight back, which is lovely.
Wow.
Yeah, so sweet.
Your grandfather lived a long time if he just passed in 2010. Wow. Wow. Is there any other message for Scott? Kind Ralph. He is very kind. He's just reminding you of this as well, Scott. This was the message. He's saying that he was this way because he had work, he had responsibilities, and he was wanted to perform, or wanted others to perform, wanted others to behave. And he's saying that he's reminding you to walk in his shoes and see and take the silly moments. Um, if you spill something on the ground, or if you spill some food, or if you spill some cereal, have a food fight. Like, don't just get upset about it or something. Not that you would, but just make fun, make happiness, make lightness, he wants to make sure that all the really serious things in life don't consume you, that it's time to just let all that fall away and just have some silliness and some fun. And yeah, that's what. So he's saying he was like this. He was so focused, and he's reminding you not to not to take the time out to have some fun, have some silliness. Oh, he's telling me when the baby comes, this will all come out to you. This will all come out. You'll be the silly. You'll be the one bouncing on the knees, singing all those silly songs, and this will soften you. Not that you need to be softened. You're very soft, Scott. I'm just saying that, there's a lot of very serious things that you are paying attention to and concentrating on. And this baby will soften that, and it'll give you that ability to practice that. That's beautiful. Thanks, Ralph.
I love that. That was awesome. I just want to quickly say hi to everyone that's popped in. Lots of people are here. If you have a question, please do pop it up in the chat. Scott says that my grandmother passed in 81, waited for her, and that his grandfather was more of a dad to him than his own dad, and passed at 93.
Wow.
And then said, my daughter's daughter coming early November. Ooh, she's going to be a Scorpio, Scott. I think Scorpio women are amazing. No shade against Scorpio men, but Scorpio women are amazing moms. Just saying.
Aw.
My mother was a Scorpio, so there you go. That's where that comes from. Scott, I don't know. The cards were just flowing for you, so this is what I've got. This is from my own oracle deck, right? I've got family. I've got contentment. I've got achievement. I've got, sorry, I can't pick it up off the table. I've got harmony. And then I've got take a vacation. So, in other words, don't work too hard. I think that your grandfather is very proud of you. I think that he sees all of your achievements. I think that he feels a sense of contentment over your achievements. And I think that he adores how you adore your family. I got the month of February, which is the birthstone of Amethyst, which speaks to power and prosperity. And so I don't know when your father or when your grandfather's birthday was or when your birthday is, but I sort of feel like that power and prosperity is how he feels about you, that those are the properties that you sort of put out. I've got 444, so be on the lookout for that synchronicity, right? Protection, listen to your intuition, releasing your fears and anxiety. Vacation bin for my daughter's wedding. I love it. I've got the two angel cards here. So they both fell out at the same time. This one is dreams. The angels are coming to you in your dreams, which no doubt in my mind that you have all kinds of interesting dreams. We also have freedom. So Archangel Zedkiel is setting you free from the restrictions that have been blocking your peace. February was my daughter's wedding. Okay. Don't freak me out, Scott. I'm still in the middle of a reading. We just started. So I'm not sure if you're feeling a bit blocked. I'm not sure if you have... I sort of am vibing a little bit that you might have like closed yourself off a little bit, like in a protection kind of way. Not that you're blocked from spirit, but just, blocking from like past pains, past hurts, that kind of thing. I got mental clarity, wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. I got music, harmony. So that's twice that harmony came out for you. I don't know if you play a musical instrument or if you like to just, pop the stereo on and dance around. But I feel like Jean was sort of getting that too, like, have a little more fun. Allow yourself to have a little fun. Hi, honey. We also have stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. So never allow yourself to doubt, because we all do. And then I've got Penguin, which is diamond light activation, which is light activations and new energies are coming your way. So be open to receive and welcome them in. Scott says, laugh out loud, non-musical. Well, maybe you need to get musical, my friend. It's a great way, I think, to open yourself up to joy, like unexpectedly, and sort of it to me, it's like if your sugar feels low and you grab a chocolate bar. It's kind of like that kind of vibe to me for music. Music just like picks you up right away. But anyways, that's what I got for you, Scott. So I hope that that you like that. Hope that it resonates. Yes, I have your question, Hypnicity. Thank you. All right. Nancy Riker is up next. Nancy says, I would love a message for my grandfather, Elmer. Thank you so much.
Hi, Nancy. Thanks for your question. All right. Let's see. Grandfather Elmer. Lots of grandfathers. Okay. Grandfather. I'm getting a sweet, gentle spirit, sort of like didn't say very much, kind of followed the lead of whoever. Like if you say, "Come on, Grandpa, sit over here." Sure, sure, sure. Here, Grandpa, here's some cake. Sure, sure, sure. Do you want some coffee? Oh, no, no, no. Like it's sort of like he's very goes with the flow, and doesn't want to burden anybody, and is very easygoing but very soft-spoken. So I'm not sure if this describes his energy at all, Nancy. If you could maybe let me know if I have the right energy. He just seems sort of quiet in his. I'm seeing him as as he was getting older, and didn't really say much, didn't make too much noise, just kind of watched everything that was going on around him. And me knows. Oh, okay. 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 He was 92 and I was young, is what she's saying when he passed. He's so this is what he's showing me. This is the energy. What is the message that you have for Nancy? He's saying he hasn't missed out on your life, though. He watches you from the other side. He's still part of you. Let me see. Grandfather for Nancy. What message? He's saying, continue on your spiritual journey. He's very pleased. He's very impressed. He's saying that you are a fighter for the light. He's saying you're a courageous, a courageous, not a fighter. What is it? Just you're for the light, and you are. I'm so sorry. I have this loss of words. A courageous fighter for the light, a light warrior. Something that he's saying, that he sees this energy in you. He sees that you want to do good. He sees that you want everybody to be happy. He sees this desire for a better world, peace, love, and harmony. He says he's so proud of this. He sees this in your heart and your resonance, and he sees you achieving this. He sees you. He sees this love and compassion and this light warrior inside of you. You're fighting for the light. Now he's showing me like Star Wars, like you're fighting with Luke Skywalker. Like you're on the light team, and he's just really proud of you. This is what he wants you to know, that he sees this. That's for him to be so quiet. That was a
lot. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Lovely. And while you were saying your message, you started, and I was like this in the screen. I got the strength card. So you're like, not courageous. And I'm like, it's strength.
You could throw in there. You could help me out, because sometimes I'm just not getting the words.
Well, but Nancy, I just want to tell you, this is beautiful. Like I feel like I am like emotional over these cards that I got, which is kind of crazy, but this is just beautiful. So first card I got out, this is from the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot, Strength. You know, that's your inner strength, your core strength, right? Your courage, your compassion, your perseverance. We've got the Queen of Water, or the Queen of Cups. This is about your intuition. This is about loving. This is about giving. It's about nurturing. All of those wonderful sort of like heart-centered emotions. That's the word I want to use. Then I got the Emperor. Again, this is about strength and wisdom and courage and leadership, right? This is beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, I got the Eight of Earth. So that's mastering a skill, working really hard. It's being very focused, detail oriented, that, dotting your I's and crossing your T's means something to you. It's something that you do. You are also speaks to wanting to like level up, so gain more skills, right? Really mastering your craft. And then I got another strength card.
Wow.
So this is hair, which is strength. Take time to make clear decisions, bring awareness and light to the situation. So I feel like your grandfather is really either letting you know to continue to do that, or saying to you that, like, I admire and those qualities that you have. Maybe you take after him in that way. But that's a beautiful message. So continue to do what you're doing. I mean, that's beautiful.
You're making a difference, Nancy.
Yeah,
Whether
like,
you see it or not, it ripples out. You're making a difference. So thank you.
so beautiful. Thank you everyone for popping in. I appreciate y'all being here. I haven't said hi to everybody, but if you have a question, pop it in. We probably have room to take like one or two more. Nancy Riker says, I'm trying to develop my spirituality more. Aren't we all, my
Great.
friend? We are all on a learning curve. We are all on a learning curve. Every day is something new, is it not? All right. We're going to go to Hypnocity next. Says, I would love a message from my dad, Fred, if possible.
Sure. And after this one, if I could just take a break in between, I just wanted to share something that came to mind. So,
Of course.
hypnicity. Good morning. Happy Juneteenth. Yes, and Father's Day. It is Juneteenth. Woo woo. I'd love a message from my dad, Fred. Dad.
Hey, Kathleen. I need Scott to come to my channel. Visit again. Or maybe Scott wants to invite... Maybe Scott wants to invite Gene and Kelly to his channel. I've just decided I'm going with Gene. I am inviting myself to your channel, Scott, whether you like it or not. Yes. Well, Gene is trying to tap into Hypnocity's father, Fred. I would like to just say, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, because it's important to all the channels. We have many wonderful readers and channel hosts and content creators in the chat at this moment. And of course, please don't forget about the wonderful and fantastic SunPsychic Jean. Please do show her some love if you're not already subscribed to her channel. It really does help us all.
Hypnicity, if you would, I just want to share with you what I'm getting, and if you could validate that I have the right guy. I'm seeing somebody that is a sharp dresser, that he may not have very many clothes, but the clothes he had, he kept very neat, very clean, very orderly, dressed, made sure his tie was straight, made sure his pants were pleated, made sure his shoes were shined. His appearance and his he valued his appearance, and was very proud of, and not in a egoic way, in a this is respectful for others. He had a high regard of what it was expected, and how one should present themselves, and he did this to show position, show just respect for others. But he was very he had like a hat. He's showing me a hat. He liked wearing sharp things, keeping things very neat, like very not wrinkly, very clean, folded things when he set them down. He really had a lot of reverence, and took care of his things, respected things, and took care that he didn't have very many things, but the things he did have, he took very good care of. And he seemed like a humble guy, a humble guy, yet a sharp dresser. And if this is hypnicity, is there any, does this resonate with you at all with your dad? Just so I can kind of tap in and see if I have the right guy. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and see if he has a message for you. So hopefully it's the right guy.
She says he wore red for Switzerland. Very proud Swiss man, no hat.
He's saying that you look like him. He's saying that when you were little, you brought so much joy to his life. He had
Oh,
his heart would overflow with love. You would burst open his heart because of when he looked in your eyes. He could see the innocence in your face, and he could see himself. Like it's almost he was very. It was a very moving thing for him to have a child that has his likeness, and he could look in your eyes and see his likeness, and this brought so much joy to his heart that it was just the miracle of life, the miracle of having children, and just the simple love of bringing up a child and having a daughter. He just really was overjoyed, and his cup runneth over with joy and love for you. Is there a message for hypnicity? Can you give her some guidance? He's saying you have this love capacity, you have this compassion, you have this, you can see this in others. You you have admiration and love and compassion, and you you cheer others up, you give others support, you love to be part of a community, and you're very supportive. I don't know if you were in supportive roles, but you love to be a support system. You're not the front runner, you're not the star on the stage, you're the person behind the star, giving them all the support, being the um, the stable one that the star can rely on. I'm not sure if that means anything to you, but he's saying that you have this love and compassion and support for others that he admires. He says this will go a long way. This is a very, you've overcome so many obstacles, and you did not allow anything to knock you down for very long. He's saying there are ups and downs in life, but you don't stay down very long. You dust yourself off, you pick yourself back up, and you keep on walking because you know there's somebody out there that needs you. He just loves this community effort. I'm seeing a movie. It's really good. It's really good hypnicity, and he's just he's just really proud of this love quality that you have in your heart. It's beautiful. And hypnicity, I adore your energy. Oh my gosh, I was able to tap into it. Hypnicity. You're the bomb. You know what they say? You're it. You're the it girl. You're really, really great. You're really great. Know that what you do matters. It's great. Wow.
Hypnicity's real name is Nalani, which is so pretty. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So pretty. Nalani. She said that he didn't wear jeans until after he retired. So he was very particular, right?
Particular, that's the word. Mm-hmm.
And last time that he saw her, she thinks that he thought she was his mother, or she was her mother. She was the youngest of 5 children. And then she said it resonates. Thank you. Oh, Nalani. Okay. Beautiful name. All right, this is what I got for you, Hypnicity. I got the 4 of Fire, which is celebration, celebrating milestones. And as Jean was saying, he's very proud of you. And so I feel like this is him honoring you in a celebratory way, like he's proud of you, right? I was made in Hawaii, she says. That makes sense. It's so pretty, right? I've got the 3 of water. So this is, sort of like lunch with the girls is the way that I like to explain it. Just that wonderful feeling of sort of, lightness and love that you feel when you kind of hang out with your besties. You know what I mean? It's about celebration, community, friendships. Sometimes it's about siblings. I've got the 5 of fire, so the 5 of wands. So this can be conflict. This can be competition. So say you're working side by side with someone, and they're always trying to like one up you, or that's your perception, right? So you're kind of like dealing with maybe something like that, or you could be potentially, because this is at the end of the spread. Also annoyances. So just something that just kind of like, it's like the dripping faucet thing that just kind of like, oh, right? So just be careful of that, right? Then we've got the Queen of Fire. Now this is you, my friend. The Queen of Fire on the bottom of the deck. This is someone who is intelligent, someone who is like sort of really exuberant and vibrant and very determined, right? I got New Moon, which is promise, which is lovely. Promise meaning, you have all these celebratory cards and all this lovely exuberant energy, and I believe that the horizon is bright for you. That's what that promise is, right? But then I've got center yourself, and it says take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. So I'm not sure if that's tying into that conflict. Maybe you've been feeling the conflict. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of pressure. So just be mindful of keeping yourself grounded and keeping yourself centered. Go out in the garden, stick your toes in it, grab a rock from the garden, rub on it, put your hand on the bark of a tree. All those kinds of things can help really kind of just, you know what I mean? I also got sloth, which is digital detox, and that is recalibrate, reset, and recharge. So I think in terms of like doing that on a more consistent and regular basis will help you get to this place and be able to recognize it and experience it when you get there, right? That's what I got for you, which is a love message.
And Kelly, when you said intelligence, I heard emotional intelligence.
She said, I'm extremely sensitive. So you're definitely tapping into that. Love that. All right.
Very good.
Now you said that you wanted to share something with us. Do you remember what it was?
I just felt the need in case they were watching, because I invited them to my next live. I was speaking to somebody just this morning, chatting with somebody just this morning, and they shared with me that they were a Lyran starseed. And I'm like, that is so cool. I said, you know what? I said, it is so important that you are a Lyran starseed, but it is more important that you have the confidence to share this and tell me when, tell somebody and share this with somebody. We are coming out of the woodwork, people. I'm telling you, there are more of us out there than we know. We need to band together. We need to stand up. We need to call on each other. I said, if we all converged on one continent, we'd be falling off the edges,
Right.
There's so many of us around this entire world that it's just more and more and more people are waking up. It is so powerful. So I was like, wow, like, oh my gosh. I'm just so it's inspiring, and it leaves me with so much hope that all of this is going to change. Humanity is evolving, and we're going to be saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a Lyran starseed. Oh yeah, I'm an Andromedan. Oh yeah." I mean, we're going to be like chatting with each other. It's crazy.
That is crazy. I
It's
love
moving. It's changing. It's so beautiful. Just
I
wanted to
love
share
it.
that little bit
Well,
and
thank
take
you.
a little
I love it.
intermission.
The seventh inning stretch is happening here. Jan's Free is up next. My dad passed when I was 13, which was 40 years ago. That must have been so difficult to be so young and to lose a parent. I'm sorry for your loss, Jan's Free. Does he have a message for me? Jan's Free, can you tell me what your dad's first name is, if you don't mind sharing? Sometimes it helps Jean tap in there.
Oh, Kathleen Lightworker told me she's an Andromedan. See?
Yep.
Let's all share with each other. Come on. I think I'm Siren.
I don't
Or
know.
from Sirius. Is that what it's called? Siren from Sirius? Or I've had recent lifetimes there. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know what I am other than Kelly.
Oh, his name is Calvin. Yes, I think
Yes,
we reached out to Calvin because I remember that name. That's obviously it's not a common name, but a well-known name. But Jan's Free. Let's get a message from Calvin.
Hey, Cartomancy. Thanks for being here, my friend. Thank you, Wendy, for being here. Purple Elephant, Deb H is in the house. Gypsy JJ. Wendy's in the house. Thank you for being here, Wendy. Happy Sunday to you, my friend. Andrew Galvin is in the house. Good to see you, Andrea. All right. Message from Calvin. Oh, sorry, mute.
So I'm seeing, just going to start saying what I'm seeing, and it's a different approach. He's showing me like a wide belt, and what the wide belt was kind of referencing to me. I'm not sure if he did any martial arts. You know how like the belt that you wear, black belt or green belt or purple belt or whatever it is like a thick kind of a ribbed belt like this. This is what he's showing me. And I'm not sure if he was in Vietnam or if he did any military work or if somehow this uh, martial arts and military, and it may just be the age that he's showing me that all of these things he's showing me. I have no idea. He's showing me Berkeley. I'm not sure if this is just the era that he's showing me. There's a lot of like Vietnam era, the martial arts were popular. Berkeley College was a huge movement. I'm not sure all of this makes sense to you or why he's showing me all of this. He's saying that this was me. This is what I was about. This was what my world was reflecting back to me.
She says that he did no martial arts.
He said he was a proud man. He felt as though this practice gave him the focus to center himself during the chaos in his day. He's saying there was chaos going around him with war in his day, with uprising in his day, with the Juneteenth. Oh, geez. Racism in his day. Can you believe I couldn't even think of that word? And, all of these combative forces that was in his day, in his life. And he's saying this practice of martial arts gave him the strength and the confidence to know that he could battle anything and defend himself, and gave him sort of like a defense, sort of like, a strength. Yet it gave him the center. It gave him a way to rely on himself, find his spirit, give him a center to focus on. and to integrate into his life. Okay, so Calvin, that's very, very nice to get to know you a little better. He's just saying, this is you're following in my footsteps. He's saying, this is what you're doing. You're finding your center. You're finding your spirituality. You're defending and fighting off all of these things in your environment and your world today. All of these, war and racism and uprisings and things like this. And he's showing me like the Berkeley sit-ins, but it's not. But he's saying that this is a cycle. He's saying this is a cycle that he went through it in his day. This is what he experienced, and he's saying in your lifetime, this is also. And he's like this divides the men from the boys. Like if you stand up with honor and treat everybody with respect, then this rather than putting other people down, conniving and canoodling and all that stuff, doing it the non-respectful way, or he's saying you're showing honor to those around you. You're giving grace to those around you. He's also reminding me about the message of tolerance, that you do not, or you try. He's showing me you're not quick to judge. You know to send love and light to people who are lost on their path, on their journey, and you understand that you are further along on your spiritual journey than some others in your community that may behave in a juvenile manner or uninspired manner. And you don't judge them, you just send them love and light and wish them well on their journey. He's saying that you have this compassion inside of you. So, Calvin, is there any other? He's just saying, I love you, my darling. He's just saying he loves his daughter and you are following in his footsteps, and he couldn't be more proud.
So sweet.
So I hope that resonates with you, Jensfree.
I love that. It's a beautiful message. All right. This is what I got, Jensfree. I hope that this makes sense. So I just sort of go where I feel like I'm supposed to go. And sometimes it makes complete sense to me, and other times it doesn't. And this one makes sense to me in terms of I understand. She said, yes, our culture is very 3D. So I understand the cards that I got, but I hope that this makes sense to you. So the first card that I got is from Archangel Raziel, which is about wisdom, inspiration, and the Akashic records. And so that implies to me that you have some, intuition, some divination skills. I don't know if you throw tarot, if you can tap into spirit, you're a medium, but I believe that if you don't know that you have those skills, you do. So then I got the divination card. So this is chives. I love this deck. It's so cute. So this is chives, which is divination. So next to that, I actually had 3 cards fall out at the same time. The next card I got was ritual, which is the sweet corn. And so I don't know if you have any rituals when it comes to meditation or, like clearing your energy or something like that. But I got to tell you what the cards say, right? The next card that I got is the orange, which is energy. And I sort of think that that's a really interesting combination. So next card I got was the eagle, which is ancestral healing. Okay, and that message is your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. So I don't know if you're holding on to something from the past or trying, maybe that's what the ritual is, that you're trying to release through some sort of like a ceremonial kind of like a forgiveness thing like I did, kind of idea, right? I've got signs from deceased loved ones. which is just a beautiful image on there. And the message says, your departed loved ones are giving you signs to let you know that they are with you. So I would be interested to know if you're seeing any signs. Then I've got surrendering to the journey, which is releasing control. So again, all going back to that ritual thing, right? It's all talking about doing that process of releasing and letting go of past hurts, past pains, not necessarily forgiveness in terms of, you need to forgive someone, but just letting the past be in the past, right? And then I've got tree, which is grounding. So all of these cards are sort of speaking to the same one, or the same message to me, and that is, in order for you to be able to, if this resonates with you, in order for you to be able to ground yourself and surrender to the journey of releasing control and sort of opening your heart up, you need to let go of that. And how are you going to do that? By tapping into your intuition, by tapping into your heart, tapping into your core strength, right? That's the message that I got. So I hope that it resonates. Hope that it means something to you. I would be really interested to know what signs you're getting, if you're getting any signs from your loved ones, because I just think that's fascinating how they choose to communicate with us. All right. The next one. Deb H. I would love to hear from my granddad, Mac. I love that.
I love all these grandfathers. Great. Hi, Deb H.
Oh, thanks, Andrea. Andrea said that tender message just brought tears to my eyes. Beautiful message for all kids with dads on the other side.
Oh.
Absolutely. Sorry, you guys, if I sound like I'm totally out of it. So my allergies are going crazy today. So like I'm just sitting here earlier, my eyes just watering, just one. My throat's a little raspy. I'm not getting cold. It's just my allergies because it's been super windy here after it being so hot. So it's blowing all the stuff around. So if you hear me sniffling, I apologize.
He's giving you encouragement, Deb H. He's saying, go ahead. You should try it. Go ahead. Go ahead. You should do it. You should do it. It's very, how can I express? I need to like study adjectives of people's behavior because it's hard to express. He's sort of like just kind of coaxing you. Like he's not telling you, he's not encouraging you. He's just kind of just saying, try it. Go ahead, try it. Like it's fair. I don't know why I'm getting like this
I love that.
attitude.
Maybe that was his personality, right?
I'm not sure if he was interested in American Indian art or I'm seeing a lot of sort of artwork and drawings and paintings. Oh, like the hieroglyphics. I don't know if he liked like the ancient hieroglyphics, if he liked that kind of stuff, if maybe it was around the Egyptian revival kind of age, and he was that stuff intrigued him. He's showing me these. I'm seeing the symbol of like it seemed like it to me. I thought it was American Indian, but maybe it's Egyptian. There's some hieroglyphics that sparked his interest that he was interested in, and which helped him to skim the top of spirituality and the fact and the possibility that there may be something else out there, that there may be more. He was intrigued by this. He was tempted by this, but he never stepped in. But he admired. He was interested. It intrigued him, and he is letting you know that that it's okay for you to try it.
I love that.
he's just the attitude of, he's not like trying to push you. He's saying like, why not try it? Like, you know,
I love it.
I'm gonna have to stop, Debbie. Oh my gosh, he's cracking me up. So I don't know
So,
if he was interested in any of this stuff, but he's just showing me this. Debbie, we need to work together. You know that. You already know that. Somewhere we're going to find each other, and we're going to need to work together, because I always get really powerful messages when I'm reading for you. So, but my
Deb
gosh,
H
he's making me
says,
laugh. He's making me cry.
Deb H says, I was very young when he passed around 50 years ago, so I don't remember too much. I do think he was part native.
These things intrigued him. It made him curious.
Yeah. And then she said he probably didn't have access to much outside the holler where he lived. And yes, I need to contact you. Deb H, this is what I got for you, love. I've got the Page of Fire. So the Page of Wands, right? Creative, enthusiastic, motivated. I think that this is, sort of what Gene was said, like, you can do it. I want you to do it. Enjoy doing it. Like, whatever it may be. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm joking. That was a joke. Bad joke, but it was a joke. I've got Awakening. So this is the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot, right? Taking intentional pause, going within that inter sort of, dialogue that you have between your heart and your head and spirit, going like, what am I doing here? It's gaining perspective and trying to gain an overall understanding, right? Where you are, what you want to, like, and how you want to get there is the best way I can explain it. I'm not sure if this is your dad or not, but I feel like it is. This is the King of Water, or the King of Cups. This is compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. And then I've got the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. So this is willpower, success, victory, recognition, and moving with speed, my friend. And so I think that message is from your dad, is that, like Jean said, being very encouraging of you, helping you through this transition of, do I want to do this? Where do I want this to go? And I'm referring to like your channeling and your channel on YouTube, right? This whole spiritual experience that you're going through. I think that your dad is being very encouraging but gently, because he knows that, you're taking baby steps, right? I got the Wisdom of the Magi, which is mental clarity. And I think that I know a little bit about your story, and I think that your dad is approval is not the right word, but in agreement with you that you needed to gain the mental clarity before you could take the step forward that you wanted to take, even though you wanted to take that step forward many, like way back. You weren't quite ready because you didn't have the mental clarity. Now you've got the mental clarity, which is amazing. And then I've got this card here, which is Ceremony, which is Invocation. And I just want to read a little bit out of the guidebook here. And I apologize in advance. Here we go. Okay. In this image, a woman kneels before an altar where a number of crystals are placed, light emanating from her hands. We see incense burning. Snake spirit rests nearby, and various ethereal beings appear in a wispy shroud of light around her head. All the while, the tapestry upon which she sits appears to be on fire, symbolizing the fiery passion brought on by the intense focus of spirit that has been invoked for the ceremony. Calling spirit forth in this way facilitates a direct and heartfelt sense of relatedness to source. So I don't know if you do any ceremonies or rituals or something like that, but that might be something that you want to do to sort of strengthen that. I don't know if I'm right or not. That's just kind of what I'm feeling. So that's what I got for you. She says, very cool, Kelly. Thank you, Jean and Kelly. Love the message. And yes, I do have clarity now. Which is
very
good.
nice.
We all need it. We all search for it. All right. We are just over the hour mark, and we're on our last question. So that was really well done, Kelly and Jean. I don't know how we managed to do it that well, but there you have it. Every once in a while, it works out.
Wow.
Oh, she says I do some rituals, and I will work on strengthening them. There you go.
Wow.
Cool.
Excellent.
All right, Kristen Louise, can I get a message from my Uncle Mark?
That's sweet, Kristen.
Uncle Mark, what does Uncle Mark want her to know? Oh, cool, Nancy. Nancy says my grandfather Elmer was a coal miner. My mom was a coal miner's daughter. I love that.
So, Kristen, he's showing me himself as sort of like what I would call younger in age. And he's kind of acting like a cool guy. I don't know if he was the kind that would like hang out on the corner with his friends and think that he was cool, but he was very cool. He's a cool guy. Something cool about him, he's telling me. And I just mean like he was just kind of hung out with the it crowd, or maybe had like a little singing group, kind of cool, or he was like hung out with the baseball players and was cool. There was something about him that he was cool. He's just telling me he's a cool guy. He made friend there was nobody that was not, it wasn't if you were in his environment, or if you were in the room with him, you were his friend. Like, he had a way of just instantly getting along, cutting through like the awkward beginning, hi, how are you, who are you, he'd be like, hey, how you doing, come on over, join us. There was never anybody left out. He was very inclusive, very much loved to be the life of the party, and this was his nature. He really loved to surround himself with all people, and he didn't want people standing on the outside. He wanted everybody to be included. And this is just so beautiful, so genuine, so generous, so loving. And he didn't do this to be cool. He's saying that this is just who he was. And he honestly, truly just wanted that person to enjoy themselves. Like, don't sit over there. Come on over. Enjoy yourself. Come enjoy yourself. Like, the more, and he had a way of bringing people together. This is really interesting. I'm not sure why he's showing me all of this. Like, whatever crowd he was in, whether he was with the guys on the street singing in the band, or whether he was with the baseball people, or whether he was, hanging out at the bar playing pool, no matter where he was loved by everybody. And he just, if you met him, if you were like pumping his gas, he would like say, how's your mom doing? Like, he really just loved people. Oh my gosh, this guy is so great. I'm so glad you asked me to check in on him. Wow. Oh, he's so great. I love his personality. Let me see. Uncle Mark, do you have a message for Kristen? He's making me cry too now. These people are so lovely. You don't know how much I am honored that you give me the opportunity to get to know your family, and that they share all of this information with me. It's just beautiful.
She says
He's
that
a lovely soul.
She says that he partied a lot in college. He was very friendly and warm, very likable. And he never sang or hung out with sports people, I don't think.
Well, wherever he was well liked, for sure. Like he was versatile. He didn't just hang out with the jocks or just hang out with the, whatever. He loved everybody. There was no, like, he didn't just stay within a certain clique. He just loved everybody. Like the band crew and the sports crew. Like there wasn't anybody left out. If you were in his vicinity, he would say, "Come on in." Like there's no dividing line. There's no separation. There's no judgment. You belong here just as much as everybody else. He was a beautiful, beautiful soul, loving energy. What message do you have? He's telling me that he's telling me this about himself and referring to you to remember that there's no separation between you and everybody else around you. Be inclusive and invite others in to be inclusive, just like you're here with this community today, and how much this community displays this type of generosity and spirit, respect for others. That and you love being here, being part of the community. He's saying to extend this out, let this ripple out in your own life, and don't be afraid to include others. And don't be afraid to enter in another group and shine your light and share your gifts. He's saying if you see a group of people who are not enlightened, don't be afraid to step into that group and show them what enlightenment looks like. He's saying you have your vibration is needed, and others who may not vibrate at that resonance, because we all vibrate here. He's saying take that gift that you have and spread it. That's the message. I finally got it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is really, really intense.
Sorry, Jean. Poor Jean. She's going to lay down when this is done. Kristen says, yes, he was very accepting and a drinker, laugh out loud. And then Kathleen J. Lightworker said, I know, right, Jean, it is sometimes difficult to handle the love you bring in without the tears because it feels so warm. You know what? I want to remind me that I have something to say so I don't forget what I was going to say. But I will continue on with Kristen's message. Kristen, I hope that this makes sense to you. I think it makes sense to me. But I don't know if this is talking about your uncle or if this is talking about you. So only you can tell me that part, right? So the first card, how do I want to do this? Okay, so I got workaholic. That working too hard, being focused on like one side, right? So just the work, not the play, just the work kind of idea is what I'm picking up with. That is causing sleepless nights, or caused sleepless nights. In other words, putting all your eggs in one basket instead of sharing them between two. I've got the month of March, which is the birthstone of aquamarine. So clear thinking and health are the properties of that. And I think that's interesting because I also got the angels of the seven chakras.
Which I love that card.
I know, isn't it pretty with all the colors? It speaks to your power, your truth, and your connection. I got a lot of cards like that. I got self, which is your inner power, your boundaries, your sense of purpose, and pampering yourself. I got releasing, which is letting go, rehabilitating your heart, forgiveness, and being open to more joy, which I think is sort of where Jean was going in that last little bit, right? What you were saying. Again, only you know if this resonates. I've got intuition, trusting your gut instinct, your inner voice, trusting the signs. I got journaling. and I've got wearing your heart on your sleeve. So I don't know if you wear your heart on your sleeve or your uncle did, but it feels like to me that whoever's wearing their heart on their sleeve is a little extra sensitive, and so can get their feelings hurt very easily, which is why you need to be careful to, look after yourself, pamper yourself, stand in your power, stand in your truth, right? Like all that makes sense to me. Also not to work too hard. Then I got the synchronicity of 1111, which is about your intentions are being heard and being on the right path. So not sure if Uncle Mark is sending you messages or not, only you know that. I got the journey guide, which is travel, change of location. So maybe you need to just like go for a little weekend away, just to be able to balance things out a little bit. And then I got impasse, which is reflect and redirect your energy. Now I know that you've just been through, like a really, really kind of scary kind of situation. Oh, sorry. And, that freaks me out. I know that you've just been through a scary situation, and maybe this is, you just need to sort of like move the energy a little bit, right? So just take yourself for like a bubble bath, or go sit outside with a book or something like that, and just sort of like get your stuff back together again. She says he was a doctor and worked very hard. Not sure if he was a workaholic. I see 1111 a lot, and going to Europe soon for vacation.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I just I'm not trying to, I don't mean to imply that you're not well. I'm just saying, like, just make sure that you look after you, like give yourself some me time, because it's so important. It really makes you want to, or makes you able to come out, like, yes, the next day, right? If you do that. Thank you for asking the question, Kristen. And now I remember that I was going to say something, but I don't remember what I was going to say. So I saved you all from that. Oh, no, I do remember. I wanted to say to you, Jean, do you realize that you were here with me on Mother's Day, and now you're here with me on Father's Day? That's
wow.
Right?
That is amazing. Wow.
It is amazing. It is amazing that I got to have you here for those 2 really important days, and that together we were able to give such beautiful messages, which are really significant to a lot of people on those particular days. So it means an awful lot to me that you, gave that time to us, like all of us here. So thank you for that. All right, you guys, this was great.
You're welcome, Kelly, and thank you very much. I really, I love hanging out with you. You're so calm, so cool, and you don't hesitate to break out in this laughter. I watch you with like Tara Stash and these guys, and it's just a hoot, and it's you're the type of people that would say, don't just sit over there, come on in. You're very inclusive, and you're very loving, and you're very compassionate, and you're very inclusive. You have this unity consciousness way about you, and you really just want to heal the world. And this is something that's so beautiful in your energy, Kelly. I really love hanging out with you.
You're so very kind. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate that. That you mean you're gonna make me cry, but like how important you are to me, and so we will just leave it there, so that I don't like make a fool out of myself as they're blobbering all over the place. I want to thank everyone for being here. I thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for participating. Please do go check out SunPsychic Jean if you haven't already done so. Jean, what's coming up for you this week that you would like to share with anyone?
Well, I let me see if I can check my. Terry and I will be live. Terry Suzuki from Key Guru Spiritual Journeys will be live on. We're not sure whose channel yet. We're trying to fix the issue with Terry's. So check on both Terry's channel and my channel. We'll be live, and then I will be with Pure Visionary psychic medium Terry Lee on Friday, live on her channel for sure. And I am doing private readings. And if you'd like to check that out, you can just go to sunpsychicgene.com, and it has all the descriptions and all the information there if anybody is interested. And yeah, it's a beautiful way to spend a Sunday, and I really appreciate everybody who asked their questions, everybody who enabled me to connect with their family. I love Scott being here. Scott, you're a beautiful force of nature, and I just it was a real pleasure, real pleasure. It was very moving for me, a lot of emotion. Got to know these people very well. They were very open. And it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes they just give me glimpses, little messages. Your loved ones were very expressive and allowed me to share in their energy. And that's a vulnerability. That's a trust that I'm building. So I'm just really, really grateful to you and to your loved ones for allowing me to read them today. It's just so beautiful.
That was so sweet. Sweetly put. Wonderfully put. Scott says, "Oh my God, Nancy Riker, did you see my post long ago where I asked what a wheelbarrow with heavy load meant for Elmer?" So Nancy Riker, if you're still in the chat, try to look up and see that moment where Scott asked that, and then let us know in the chat. I do want to say to, I just literally thought this, and I hope that I can say this without crying, but I already know that I'm not going to be able to, so sorry, forgive me. I just said how interesting it was that you were here to share Mother's Day and Father's Day with me. You, Jean, helped me with my mother, and Scott helped me with my father.
Aww.
And now you're both here, which is so cool, really, truly. Because I'm feeling the same thing that you're feeling. Like, I'm feeling the love today too, which is interesting to me, because normally I don't feel like that kind of an emotion. So that's wonderful. So thank you, everyone, for bringing all of your energy today and making this such a wonderful and warm and loving and really like emotional, but in a great way, experience. This has been beautiful. It was a lot of fun.
Beautiful experience.
Jean's link is in the description box below.
Show notes, yeah. So I just want to give a quick shout out to Dave Maud. He's just popping Dave in. Hey, Dave, thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you, everyone, for being here. So what is Kelly doing? Kelly is supposed to be taking a break through the summer, and I literally will be on YouTube. If you open up YouTube on your computer, your phone, or whatever, I should be somewhere on the page. Tomorrow, Circle of Friends, 6 p.m. Eastern. DN Shield Maiden joins Allie and myself. That's my collaborative channel with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. So we're going to have some fun there. Tuesday, I'm on Kathleen J. Lightworker, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for some mediumship and card readings. Wednesday, I am back here at dzncats for me for Achieving Wellness. We'll be discussing, am I on the right path, and doing some readings as well as our chat. And then Thursday, I'm back 5 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Eastern, or I'm here at dzncats. I don't know what time it is, but that's Thursday. But I'm here with Deanne Shieldmaiden and Adam, Stargazing Astrology. We're going to be doing some political reads through with tarot as well as the astrology. So that's super interesting. I've never done that before. And then I get to take a break on Friday. So that'll be nice.
Thanks again, everybody, for being here. It was a really beautiful energy in the chat, and just being together. It was really lovely. Absolutely. And to be being with you too, Kelly.
Wow, you're very kind. So from us to you, have a wonderful weekend. Happy Father's Day again to all that are being celebrated and all that are celebrating. We wish you many blessings and have yourself a great week. Mwah! Bye, everybody.
Bye.